and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina and today we are going over the best cards that we ended up pulling from our Pokemon Celestial Storm booster box. So we got a whole bunch of different cards and card types of rarity here. Let's start out with all of the just regular rare cards that we ended up getting. So we have Delmas, Deoxys, Swampert, Wailord, Manectric, Exploud, Kartana, and Ultra Beast. I think maybe the only Ultra Beast we ended up getting. Regice, Exploud, Magcargo, Regirock, Registeel, Claydol, Grumpig, Manectric, and Banette. Oops, some of the regular holos got in there. Grumpig again, Regirock again, different Deoxys, Magcargo, and Claydol again. So we did double up on some of the rares, but not too bad actually for the whole thing. As far as reverse holo rares go, we ended up getting 3, Lunala, Kyogre, and Victory Bell. So 2 of these reverse holo rares were like legendaries, which I think is pretty cool. Then we just have Victory Bell hanging out. Next up are the holo cards. Got a couple of those. We didn't get many holos for a while, so I was like, wait, are there even holo cards in this set? But turns out there are. We ended up getting Metagross, Lunatone, Steelix, Delcatty, Heatran, and Deoxys. Pretty cool holos. We also ended up getting just one Prism Star card, Jirachi. I always like when we end up getting cards that have the Pokemon from like pack art on it, so that's cool. Then we got some GX cards. I think that one's a full art, but otherwise we have a whole bunch of regular GXs. We ended up with Shiftry GX, Stakataka GX. So we actually did get another Ultra Beast, but I think those were the only 2. Articuno GX, Alolan Raticate GX, and Mr. Mime GX. So we ended up with 5 regular GX cards and 1 full art GX. So here's the difference between the regular Mr. Mime GX and the full art version. He looks much happier in the full art actually. So that was our only full art card. Except we ended up getting super awesome golden Pokénav secret rare special, like almost never end up getting these kind of cards. Pokénav. It's very shiny and you can see the little map there. Not bad, not bad. Did not think we were going to get a golden card. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put these off to the side, our best cards. And as normal, just going to sort some of these cards, make some nice ASMR noises until the end of the video. Probably do a little chit-chat as well as we get going. Probably won't put the Victory Bell in my rare binder, but these guys for sure, since they're legendaries and all. Okay, that's off to the side. Let's see. I like to sort them by type, and I've not sorted these ones yet. Put them into the right spots, and then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with the. I originally had started doing them by type and then alphabetically, but it's kind of a lot of effort. So maybe I'll just group the same Pokemon together within the typing. That seems a bit more manageable anyway. All the cards I already have in my collection are by type and then by alphabetical order, but I think at this point I may just keep them set by set and organize that way, because inserting all of these alphabetically into my already big collection is a bit of an undertaking, I think anyway. Okay, so which type should we start with? Might be easy enough to just start with the energy cards. Boop. I hope you guys have been liking the format where, you know, you can see my face as I open all the cards. It adds a little bit of complexity to the production and editing process, but well, hopefully it's worth it. I've been meaning to do like a double camera setup for a while now, but didn't really have the space, extra camera, nice, setup. But yeah, I'm glad I'm getting back in the groove of videos. We basically moved into a new apartment, kind of slowly started getting everything, ready and finally in the right place that we wanted it to, and then ended up, it was pretty much just like, okay, we kind of have everything enough put away and as we wanted, and then it was like Halloween, well, it was like Luca's birthday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, then we went to France, Germany, and Belgium, and then it was Christmas, and then it was New Year's, and then we went to the Cayman Islands with my family. So it was like this big, I'm not really either in my apartment or have, much energy or time for filming. Basically from mid-October, when Luca's birthday is, all the way until, mid-January. But, now that I have a dedicated setup and I figured out how I'm doing the face cam finally, yeah, now I can get back into the filming, or at least for a couple of months, because turns out, as we just found out, our apartment complex just got bought by a neighboring college. They're turning it into dorms, and unless one of us wants to get our master's degree, we're not allowed to live here anymore. So, just as everything kind of got settled, when this lease ends, we have to move again. So, yeah, isn't that always the way? Well, no, not really. We were thinking we were going to be here for quite a while. Ended up painting one of the rooms, So, that's life, I guess. Yeah, so hopefully our finding a new apartment goes smoothly. Didn't quite expect we'd be moving, basically, twice in 1 year. Or at least having to start the process again. I feel like it took us a long while to even get, set up in this apartment, figure out, okay, well, this room needs, another table, we gotta get a wall unit for the TV, let's get bar stools for the bar, a whole bunch of stuff like that, getting specific stuff for the kitchen so we can actually store, our appliances. We had just finally gotten in, a nice rhythm of, okay, this is how things are gonna be, and then we got that news, so, yeah. It feels like as well, because of all the holidays and stuff, and how we've been in and out and around, we had just started to enjoy our own apartment, and then got the news. But yeah. Luckily, the few apartments we are looking at, we should still... Luckily, the couple apartments that we have already started looking at for the where we'll, I guess, end up moving, we're still looking for a place that has like an office, so that's good. I will still have a dedicated filming setup and not just like in my living room or anything. So that should help things out. But didn't really, intend for that to happen. I still have not gotten a background set up in for, filming and stuff. Though maybe it's nice to just have a plain white wall. I'm not sure. Might be nice to have just like maybe a little like logo with my YouTube name or something. That's been on the docket. As well as, actually, I was just about getting to soundproof the office when this happened, so guess I won't. Well, maybe I should probably just buy the soundproofing foam equipment. Those like little panels. Anyway, it's just so demotivating would be the word to set up anything else new here if we're just gonna have to like tear it down in a few months anyway. But what are you gonna do? Some of these cards were not actually from this set, but were from the Latios and Latias. But I knew I'd be sorting these cards anyway with the Celestial Storm, so went ahead and just left them for when I was sorting these. That's why there's so many dragon Pokemon here. You might be thinking, wait, where was the Dragonair and Jangmo Momo 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 Whoa in that last Celestial Storm set? It was not from that. I like doing some of the shorter videos, like the little Latios collection set in between these like giant booster box openings. I feel like sometimes, even though they aren't as many packs, it's more interesting to do those because you get like a little bonus figurine sometimes too, which is nice, and sometimes like a promo card. Okay, there we go. Meinen plus Oricorio. Meinen and Lantern and Electric. Yeah, the sorting goes by much quicker when I don't have to also think about alphabetical order. Also, sometimes I would, because I was talking in the older videos too, I would either blank out and I'd be like, wait, what comes after? And as I'm like going, or I would just straight up put them in the wrong order, or I'd get so focused on actually like putting them in alphabetical order that I would be like silent for a couple minutes. But maybe for an ASMR video, silent is not the worst. I've seen a lot of issues recently with monetization for people's channels in the ASMR community, which kind of sucks. Oh wait, I can't say sucks. That might get me demonetized. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that's it. So, luckily not many of my videos have been demonetized, I think because it's pretty cut and dry that I'm not trying to make any adult type content. But I think for some of the like more role play, well, not even getting into the like I'm your girlfriend type videos, but like which nothing wrong with those, but I can definitely see if YouTube was trying to crack down that those would be the ASMR videos that they think are kind of iffy. Maybe not just the regular roleplay ones, but the smoochy ones. Loud trade. I don't think we have one of those yet. Luckily, since mine are mostly just, opening cards or unboxing things, have not gotten hit by that as badly as some people have. I will say though, every time that I am not posting videos, oddly my subscriber count goes up, and then the moment I start posting videos again, the subscriber count goes down. I think because when I'm not actively posting videos, I tend to be found through the YouTube search. So maybe some of the subscribers who find my videos, like my older ones that specifically just like hair dyeing videos, maybe when I start posting ASMR videos again, they're like, wait, I thought it was a hair channel. I don't know. I probably at the outset, once I realized I liked doing ASMR videos, that I should have made like a separate ASMR channel and then kept my like hair and vlog type channel to itself, but it's kind of exhausting to keep up with so many like different social media profiles. Recently, just to like keep myself sane on Instagram, I started, especially it's easier now on Instagram that you can just like pick the drop down menu and log into your other accounts. I created a YouTube handle account, Dinabinachama, so same as on here, same as on YouTube, so that I can just post like card things and like spam my video is uploaded and stuff, so I'm not like annoying people that know me in real life and have zero interest in the fact that I open up Pokemon cards, etc. Well, and it would be nice to be every once in a while be like, woo, I got this card and stuff. So thought it would be nice to segment that out at least, so I can post some more specialized content on Instagram, since my main Instagram account, Dinatrix, is just like kind of whatever I feel like, which is like it's been a lot of like the travel recently, but sometimes like food and like selfies because Instagram and stuff like that. I also, because I've been trying to get back into art, like drawing and stuff, I ended up making a separate Instagram account called Dina's Doodles, Dina's_doodles, to post my art, because I have like a ton of just sketches lying around and I feel bad just throwing them out, so I usually like take a photo of them, but like I don't need like a bajillion scraps of paper. I have like some of it in sketchbooks, but I don't know, it made me feel better about like, okay, I can toss this sketch, like it's archived on my art Instagram now, so that's kind of why I started it. But yeah, I've been trying to get back into actually drawing completed things and not just like sketches in like the tiny corner of the notes that I take at work, so if you'd like to see any of my artwork, you can check out my Dina's Doodles Instagram account. Shameless plug. A lot of the stuff on there right now is just little sketches that or doodles from the past, I don't know, couple years that I've just been slowly doing art. I haven't really done too many serious completed artworks unless it was like a gift for someone for the past few years, so trying to push myself to actually sit down and do art that's not just a scribble. So that's what I've been up to as well. It's interesting trying to balance all of my different hobbies as well as, you know, working out, doing yoga, trying not to be a total, like, fat, like, sitting around all the time, and, you know, a full-time job. But trying to be more balanced in things. Lumbre. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I feel like I've mentioned it maybe a while back in one of these type of videos, but yeah, so I have a full-time job as a cybersecurity researcher, like computer engineer, researching stuff. So it does take up a little bit of time. And by a little bit of time, I mean, you know, like at least 40 hours a week. So that's where I am most of the time. Luckily I don't live too far from work, so commute doesn't take very much time, but yeah, just pure hours of sitting my butt, not in my own place, but you know, in the office, not this office, but my work office, does kind of take its toll. Which, now that I'm getting older, I feel like I should be doing more yoga to counteract the sitting in an office. Luckily, through my health insurance, they actually give us some like workout credits that we can use. So I was able to find a local yoga place that actually allows us to, basically, I can take some free classes. It's like, so I have to sit 8 hours a day on a computer, but then the job that I sit 8 hours a day at the computer for gives me an hour of yoga to like undo all that damage that's just been done. So I don't know, it's kind of a funny way to think about it, I guess, but hey, at least, you know, it's getting me there. I've done various like small bits of yoga, you know, like, oh, I'll buy like, you know, if I see on Groupon like a pack of 10 classes or something like that, then I'll go do that. Or yeah, so I've been on and off with yoga since like college, but haven't taken it too seriously until, you know, basically my health insurance was like, oh, how can we make people easier to insure? How about we go ahead and give them some workout credits for free? Maybe people will actually use them. And I have been using them. So yeah, I've been doing some yoga like twice a week, which is fun. Get more flexible. Try not to be so stiff after sitting at a computer all day and then filming at a desk all night and then editing also at a computer. Yeah. Between that and my hobby here, it's quite easy to get into that sedentary lifestyle, unfortunately. I've been trying to also do some workouts on my apartment complex has like a Peloton bike, so like the spinning bike. So I've been trying to do that as well. It's another one of those, okay, well, I've been meaning to try spinning, but there's enough of like a startup cost of like, you gotta have the like clippy shoes. So you have to have like the clippy shoes, and then if you're taking like a class like in person at a spinning place, sometimes they're like $30 for an hour. I'd rather spend that on Pokemon cards, to be honest, you know. So the fact that it's a spinning bike, but like right downstairs is has made it nice and convenient for me to try and get healthy that way. So that's nice. The camera right here just died, but considering that it's not like anything thrilling is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off, make it a little bit easier to edit this. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. It's unfortunate that because my job and hobbies are so sit down focused, that now that I'm not a spring chicken anymore, gotta be pretty conscious of actually moving around. Yeah, so it was my birthday in December 19th, same week as Christmas, and oh yeah, so that was another thing that happened in between when I was last into filming in here. I mean, I didn't really do much for it. We just went out to dinner. So yeah, I am 27. I know, I'm old, especially for a YouTube person, but it's okay. Trying to age gracefully as possible. I feel like the green hair may not be helping, but you know, I like it, so yeah, full-time regular adult person doing normal people things most of the time, and then in my spare time Pokemon obsessed. I did end up getting Pokemon Let's Go. I got Let's Go Pikachu. I wasn't convinced about the format of how you end up catching Pokemon, but I think it worked out pretty well. It definitely has motivated me to actually like try and catch all of the Pokemon compared to, you know, just defeating them, given that that's kind of how you get XP unless you're fighting other people. Hopefully the next generation of Pokemon goes back to the standard, though. The standard way of battling wild Pokemon. I don't think it was bad that they did it this way, but hoping it's just like a one-time, you know, experimental game. I'm glad Pokemon is interested in like expanding or getting more experimental with their format, but yeah, maybe stick to the classics, I'm thinking. Okay, got just a few more to sort here, going through the fire types. Then we've got, so there we go. Heatmore, Darmanitan, Salandit. So these guys were mostly from the other series. Slugma. Oh, Combuskin. So we did not end up getting Blaziken, unfortunately. But we did get two different Combuskins. Oh. I also, when I was in Germany, ended up picking up two German card packs, of Celestial Storm. I meant to also get some from France. We were only in Belgium for a day, but I meant to get some while we were in France, but I didn't stop in any stores that ended up having them, and then I forgot to make like a final trip, so it's okay. So we have some German Pokemon cards to open. Thought that would be like a fun little video. I haven't gotten any Pokemon cards other than in English and Japanese so far. I'm curious to see what all of the Pokemon names are. I don't know if they keep the names for some of the more popular ones like Pikachu or anything, or if they're all just kind of translated over for each language. Friendball, Hiker. Where's Hiker? Maybe I don't actually have Hiker out yet. Okay. Pokemon, Fisherman. There it is. TV reporter. Shrine of Punishment. Dropping cards, dropping cards. Running out of room. There's always so many different trainer cards compared to Pokemon for each type. So sometimes I run out of room when I'm sorting through these. Cinia, Hiker. Yeah, I still wish that like in the Elite Trainer boxes they would put like the little check mark, here's all the cards in the set kind of thing to look at afterwards in booster boxes as well, but that's okay. Maybe I'll check out online how close we got to actually completing the set. Energy recycle. I know I have one. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Shrine of Punishment. There we go. Lysia. How? And ball switch. Apricorn Maker. Oh, Kurt. Switch left. Ooh. Making all sorts of not ASMR friendly noises on accident. This one. Hopefully I managed to edit them all out. Since ASMR videos are a bit longer, sometimes I kind of end up having to like skim through them while editing. Otherwise I will be there way too long editing a video. So usually I just try to see if I notice any like gaps in the sound, which usually means I'm like sitting here waiting for a bus or something to go by or stop making noise, or if there's like a big spike, which probably means like I hit the camera or like dropped something, and end up cutting those out, which, while a lot quicker, sometimes I do miss something that maybe wasn't very obvious to me as I was filming, but kind of showed up bad on the when you're listening to it. But yeah, if I had to sit and pay entire attention for the entirety of like the length of these videos each time, I do not know if I would be able to make as many as I do, which is already not that many, unfortunately. There's probably a way to do that kind of stuff automatically, where it just like clips at a, like you apply a filter and it just like clips anything above a certain threshold. But sometimes it's also just like annoying noises, not necessarily like very loud ones, like car honking in the distance, for instance. I wouldn't know anything about cars honking or emergency sirens going off. Oh. Totally doesn't happen in every single video. Though I guess you don't know that because they're all cut out. Generally, if you happen to see or hear like a quick cut, yeah, probably something going on in the background that I was not expecting and just kind of had to cut around it. Classic, classic. Hence why I wanted to soundproof this, though I'm not sure if, you know, sirens would really be soundproofed against, come to think of it. Maybe just like random other lower level cars, lower volume level cars going by. Alright, Trico, C dot Canadian, full bead, I feel like, yeah, there we go. Spinner, C dot. Coming up to the last cards here, actually. Yeah, I think this is the last pile. Hopefully you guys like these more chatty videos. I think it's nice to, instead of sitting down and filming like a behind the scenes type, or like life update, here's what's been going on type of video, where I can just kind of say whatever's been going on in these videos. I understand most people just want to see what the best cards are, and then don't really quite care for me for rambling on, but hey, maybe if I'm very boring with what I'm saying, you can fall asleep easier. Maybe you haven't really heard any of my life update at all and are fast asleep, in which case, I did my job. My second job, technically. Alrighty. Last card I ended up sorting today was Grovile. Now, I just have to update my rare binder with all of the new cool cards that we ended up getting, which might take a sec. I think I need to order some more of those like plastic card sorting holder pages. We've gotten quite a few new cards over the past couple years. I need some more of those pages, but I think my binder is actually coming along now. Got a couple nice pages of really rare ones, and then a whole bunch of pages of lesser rares, but alright, those are all the cards sorted by Pokemon. Not alphabetized this time. I'm too tired. I'm too old. I'm too old for this. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy the new format. I will see you in my next video, which will probably be me opening the 2 German Pokemon cards booster pack